What is going on, YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and we are finally back, and we are going to make a video on NVIDIA's new Shield. Now, this isn't brand new. This did get released, I think, well, I don't know. Time goes by so fast. So, it's not brand spanking new, but it's new. And NVIDIA was kind enough to send this to me after it was released. So, let's open it up. So I've been working nights the last few months. I am 1 month away from getting off of nights and back on the days and back on my regular schedule. I sleep all for a rigging day and I'm up all for a rigging night. And I don't record at night because I don't want to wake people up and have bright lights on. And I'm so over this overnight stuff. Really, I am. Cannot wait to get off overnights. And, just not been myself lately. With YouTube turning off comments on every single one of my videos, just my entire channel just saying no comments. No one's been able to say anything, and if comments are enabled, they will shortly be disabled. And it's not something I'm doing, it's something YouTube is doing. This is NVIDIA Shield's new TV. Now, I did not know that they sent me this version. I had no clue. I thought it was going to be more of the line of the normal one. So, very interesting. This version has 2 gigabytes of RAM, and I believe the Pro has 3 gigabytes of RAM. It does have the Tegra X1 processor, so that's going to be the upgrade to the one that's currently in this model. So you will get more performance, and a better processor is always good. That means if you're running an emulator such as Dolphin or N64, one of the higher end emulators, if you were struggling to run something before, you shouldn't struggle as much, or you should get a better frame rate than you got before. So it has 8 gigabytes of internal storage, and the better one has 16. And we even have the OG Pro here, which has a 500 gigabyte hard drive. And I did open this thing up and put a 500 gigabyte SSD. I use one of those docks that you put in one hard drive, you put in the other, and you hit the button and it clones it. And so now the apps and everything load on it instantly. So I am currently using this thing, and I've had it since day one, so that's exciting. Let's open up this package. I had no clue it was this one. I thought it was going to be the Pro. Interesting. Either way, that's awesome, and, appreciate NVIDIA a lot. So, this is so interesting. This model is definitely more curious than the other one, because, I have one of these, and I've got 2 more of these. One of them doesn't work anymore because while trying to do the hard drive swap on it, because the hard drive was completely dead, it was one of the original models where the hard drive died, I broke the little connector, so no more hard drive. So here we go. There's your HDMI and your micro SD card slot and a little power button. And the side has this little power cord, which looks to be maybe the power supply is built into it. And then your Ethernet port and some cooling vents. I wonder if there's a fan in this. I'm always curious if there's a fan. Now, this is very interesting. The remote is it's weird, like a little triangle or something. It's weird. So interesting. So here's the remote to the other one. Now, this is the newer version where it has the little removable 2 button cell batteries. So you don't charge it like, normally you would. Which, how the heck does this even charge? That's a good question. Is it? I don't know. No, nothing else in that. Let's take a look in here. So yes, they have figured out how to get the power supply into this thing right here, which is very interesting. I mean, I find that super interesting. Maybe it's this part here at the top. Who knows? But that is so cool. Because if you know, all of the NVIDIA Shields have this proprietary little connector that's the same. And you use the little power supply. So that's why I'm interested in that. So the little booklet. So there's the quick start guide. I was looking for instructions on this thing because I don't know. So one end goes to your TV, one end goes to just the wall. No power brick in between, which is awesome. And there's the Pro. So the Pro still uses the power supply, and HDMI. So they use the same processor. I don't know why they can't incorporate that. I don't know. That's between NVIDIA. Anyways, how does this charge? I don't even know. I don't know how this would. Does it wireless charge? Does it dock? Does it what? I don't know. So just plug this in into your power, and then plug the other end into your Ethernet, like to get better internet than Wi-Fi. Dual band MIMO Wi-Fi. And also, so this is going to have better 4K performance than the older Shield Pro and the older Shields. So if you have a 4K TV, you're going to benefit more from these than anybody else will. Throw your huge micro SD card in there to get that 8 gigs of internal storage, and don't put anything on that internal storage unless it has to by default. So get you a micro SD card. They're not expensive anymore. They're cheap. Get you like a Class 10 or a SanDisk Extreme, like 128 gig, and throw it in there and have plenty of storage that's very fast. You don't have to worry about it. And then that HDMI port. So also, I guess one thing you're really losing out on with this versus the Pro is USB. So while you can't expand it with the micro SD card, you're not going to get very far without a micro SD card. There's no USB. So very interesting. I do want to turn it on though. That is so quiet. If there is a fan in there, it doesn't kick on until it gets warm or something. Interesting. This is my OG controller. It has the little circle, and this is like the home. It's dirty. It's old. This is like 5 years old now. And I'm syncing it to my thing here. Oh, and the remote doesn't charge. You just slide this off, and it has 2 AAA batteries that are already included. You just put it on like that, and then lock it. And now we have our Shield OG remote connected. Let's go home. That's dope. Oh, and it includes GeForce Now, which I didn't even realize. I already have GeForce Now, so I'm super irritated. It had a code I redeemed, and without looking at what it was redeeming, it was GeForce Now and already was invited to GeForce Now a long time ago, thanks to NVIDIA. So I have way too many wires, and one of these days I'm going to pull this desk out, and I'm going to manage everything. One of these days. So here we go. NVIDIA Shield TV, non-pro version. Unplug it. No video. Plug it in. And in a few seconds here, we will get video. So now we have video. And now we're using GeForce Now. Let's go into our game we already had running. It will boot back up. You can see we're currently idle. We were using it. And now it's going to pick right back up. I'm using Google Wi-Fi. We are on 5 gigahertz Google Fiber. So this was running flawlessly. Except my controller is really old, and I can click L3, but I can't click it while it's forward, while it's running. So here we go. I was at 35 megabits per second when I wasn't recording, and now I'm having latency issues, and latency is high, and things are going so smooth, but I wasn't recording. This is what Shield's all about, man. When family came over for Christmas last year, we didn't have a Switch at the time. This thing right here, the Switch. And so we were playing N64 emulators through our NVIDIA Shield Pro, the 2015 model. And we were playing Super Smash Bros. We were playing Super Smash Bros. With 4 controllers, because I have several of these things. I even have like the newer model, but the older one's cool because it has like an actual like mouse built into it down here. So I'll show you as soon as I respond. So now, look, I can aim. I mean, I can aim. Not really, but is it gonna go up? It's only letting me go left and right for some reason. I don't know. This controller, like I said, it's about time for it to. Anything that requires me to click L3, I'm gonna have to take it apart. Look, it's got the OG home button there, not the new circle one. These are just the ones I can find quickly. So there's the newer one that has the home button at circle. Here's the old one that we're currently using on the TV or the monitor. It's got the old home button there. And then here's the newer one that's like all, yeah. So these are just the ones I was able to quickly find. And all of these should, yeah, I can click it while it's forward. This is the one that I need to take apart. Okay, so that wraps it up. My messy desk, sorry about that. I just wanted to show you in action the NVIDIA Shield TV. So this is on Wi-Fi, and there's absolutely zero issues. I'm getting 30 plus megabits per second. Earlier, if you saw a little bit of stuttering, that was back when it was only getting like 9, and that was when we had gone into outside of, into the main menu, and it was idle. So like going home here, and then it's gonna drop down to 9, and then idle, or not, but yeah, you get the idea. Oh, there it goes, it's idle, and then we're gonna relaunch the game, and it's gonna take it a moment to stable out again, back up to 30. But once it gets going, there's no issues, no stuttering, no pausing. NVIDIA uses your Steam account, so there's no, you don't have to rebuy the games. It's pretty awesome. And it comes, well, it came with mine as a reward. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Got a couple more videos I'm going to post or edit today, and I'll post later. Maybe post them all today, I don't know. But I did a video on this thing a long time ago. It's just a little inverter. And yeah, so that's awesome. If you were to take this thing and use it portably, this would be the way to go. Like a hotel or something. Because, I mean, it's all right here. And then use the Wi-Fi, hook the HDMI up to the TV in your hotel room, and this would be the way to go. I would definitely recommend the Pro if you're going to use it at home. It's up to you. I'll have a link in the description below. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're new here. Please hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not doing so already. I guess this is going to be how you reach me for now, is Twitter and Instagram, because you can't do it to YouTube. I'm out.